The same bill with a different name. Why right to work is back on the Missouri House docket.
A hospital renovation with a $10.7 million price tag. We'll show you the final product.
And after landing at the wrong Missouri airport, a Southwest plane finally takes off. KOMU 9 crimes in 6 months, all within 1 mile of each other. Why Columbia police believe they could all be related.
Better internet in the middle of nowhere. You could be using it and not even know it.
And an iconic cafe comes back after 10 years. Why the restaurant is returning to Columbia. KOMU 8 News at 9 starts now. The verdict is in for a mid-Missouri woman who admitted to killing her husband.
A regular traffic stop turns into a police chase while Fulton police are still looking for the man who made a getaway.
And a plane headed for Springfield ends up in Tulsa, and the passengers didn't even know. KOMU.
A Mexico mom charged with abusing and endangering the lives of her 3 young children. Neighbors describe life next door to April Davis.
A Columbia building sat empty for more than a decade. What's opening in its place?
The most dangerous intersection in Columbia under review. Why the number of accidents is on the rise.
Fighting for safety. Residents want a safe place to walk, but the city of Columbia says that's not an option right now.
A Missouri rape case that gained national attention is almost over. Here, the victim's response.
And almost 1 million joint replacement surgeries a year. Why that number could soon double. KOMU 8.
Well, if you can't get through a morning without a cup of coffee, we have some good news for you. Why the amount you drink could impact your memory.
You've heard of heart or kidney transplants, but coming up, we'll tell you about a new transplant that could allow more women to have children.
And why some doctors say new blood pressure regulations could keep important medication from those who need it.
Later on KOMU 8 News at noon, a story that will get your taste buds going. How a man took his hobby of baking brownies and turned it into some sweet success. Now his business is getting national attention.
Traffic fatalities are down across the state, but there's talk of how to make one major interstate safer.
Why you might be able to wait just a little bit longer for that routine oil change.
And 50 years ago, President Johnson declared a war on poverty. But just how much progress have we made? KOMU.
The Fulton Brick District area will soon see some major improvements. Why business owners think the changes are necessary to keep up with demand.
And a Utah trooper almost died on the road last December. We'll show you the video of his near-death experience. A Boone County golf course could soon become a part of city limits. What nearby residents have to say about the change.
The condition of Missouri's bridges. What's next for MoDOT?
And dozens injured after a roof collapses in London. Why those injured say the first thought was the whole thing was planned. A phone scam targeting Columbia businesses. How to keep your money safe.
Traveling during the holidays. How to avoid Christmas chaos.
And dropped 2 stories from a burning building. How 2 twin babies are alive today. KOMU 8 News.
Plus, why the FCC is considering turning the lights out on the blackout rule.
The need for joint replacements is rising as our population ages, but what happens when the number of experts doesn't meet the demand? That story's coming up after the break.